Hey,
Tommy,
how's it
how are you?
going? Good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Listen, I
Nice.
love the background with your snow coming down. It's getting us all in the mood here for the holiday, as well as your movie. This is a fun one, just to get us all set.
Yeah, no, it's hopefully you'll leave seeing this movie with full of Christmas spirit.
That you will, and definitely, believing in Santa Claus and all
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
I mean, just a whole interesting story, but Santa does come through to help everybody out.
yeah. No, that was actually, it was key to me that when I got the script and started this process, I really wanted to feel like a Christmas movie. Yes, it has crazy action, it has crazy humor, crazy characters, but tying it all together, I really wanted to have that beating heart and embrace the Christmas movie nature of it. Because if that works, I feel you can get away with all the other stuff that is in there. And it was also a fun challenge for me to make a Christmas movie and kind of hopefully make something that people can watch as Christmases go by.
Oh, for sure. And like you said, it's definitely something, for families. Told John, my 7-year-old grandson was watching, and after a while, he'd look at John's character and basically would be going like, like, I don't like you. And it's like, you succeeded. Great.
That's good. That's good. No, it was and obviously as you saw, there's a lot of tributes to other Christmas movies in there,
Yes.
and Die Hard and Home Alone and Christmas Vacation, and that was also fun, like to pay tribute to all these movies that meant so much to us growing up, but doing it in our own twisted way.
Right. Because I was going to bring that same thing up because it was great. I'm going, oh my God, Ellen Griswold is in this. This is
Oh
so
yeah,
fantastic.
and she was so great, and she had so much fun playing a role like that. I never heard somebody swear like that before. She had ad libbed a lot of those good stuff in there. So kudos to you.
She definitely had the vocabulary, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And also so much action. Talk to Johnny, was talking about, the last scene. He said, man, I had like 50 plus moves I had to do. And now he couldn't get out of the bed the next day. I said, well, it was well worth it because it looked great.
Yeah, no, that was the producers that produced John Wick and Atomic Blonde and Deadpool 2, and they take a lot of pride in training their actors for fights and for sequences. And so John and David, they train a lot with those guys, and they really got them into shape. But also they really train those specific fights for them, so they can do those beats and do those moments. And so it is truly in action movies like this. It gives value when you see the actors doing the fights and going through with them. And yeah, and John and David and the whole gang, they were so into it and loving that part of it.
Right, right. Well, like you said, yeah, this will definitely be one that'll put, smiles on faces, make people laugh, and truly will get you ready for the holiday spirit. So
Yeah,
thank
no,
you
I
very
hope so.
much.
Thank you. Thank
You,
you.
you got it. Tommy, take care. Thanks so much, and talk to you again very soon.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
That's so funny. I'm looking at your background with the snow coming down. It's like
Yeah,
we'll be
yeah,
getting
yeah.
that soon here in Michigan as usual.
I hope you do. We had 71 degrees here in New York City today.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah, nice
it,
and warm.
it has been actually
Tropical.
unbelievably warm here as well. And it's like I don't know what's going on, but I like it.
I know I'm gonna enjoy it till we can't.
Right, right. Speaking of enjoying, it was an enjoyable movie because it was a lot of fun, a lot of adventure, a lot of danger, and just, I guess you could say pretty much everything was capitalized in this film. I mean, here you are, you're Scrooge in a way we've never seen before.
Yeah, this is a totally different Scrooge. This is a cursing, killing Scrooge. He's there with a vengeance. He's a disgruntled employee for this wealthy family, and he feels dissed, and he's coming back to punish them.
Right. And I have to tell you, like, I knew it was a Christmas movie, so I watched it with one of my grandkids, and you did such a great job. He's going, that man makes me mad. Okay, it worked,
I
John.
did my job. I did. Thank you.
That's right.
I know I went from Encanto Bruno being like the most beloved character to
Yeah.
like I'm going to be the most hated character this Christmas. That what a complete year for me.
Right. Full circle. Fabulous.
Full
That is
circle, baby.
great. That is great. And we always need, something fun and different for Christmas. Plus, there are a lot of tips of the hat, to other Christmas films that we've seen before, which was also fabulous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a brilliant script. These writers. I mean, when I read the script, I was laughing out loud, and I knew I wanted to do it. It was a page turn. I read a lot of scripts, and I can't even get through them. This one I couldn't put down.
That is great to hear. Yeah, done stuff like that before, you're just going, nope, can't. page
No,
2.
no, no.
Done.
Hell
We're done.
no. Get out of here. What? You must be bugging.
And then also, yeah, right. So much physical action too. I mean,
Oh, yo. That was hard, man. That last sequence,
oh,
we did it at 3 a.m. in the morning, and like you did it 100 times. I couldn't get out of bed the next day. I was in so much pain. I fell out of the bed, rolled around a while till I became human again.
I can only imagine because yeah, people you'll have to definitely see that. That was quite the exciting thing, if you know what I mean.
50 moves. I've never done an action sequence with 50 moves. Like
Wow,
50 fighting, punching, push, 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 push.
man. Well, like we said, it is all set for the holiday season. John, always a pleasure seeing you.
Yo,
Take
it's great
care.
seeing you, man.
And
Much
hopefully
love.
the next movie, you'll just be able to sit back.
Yeah,
That'll be
yeah,
good.
yeah. Just lay back, go to sleep, maybe.
You got it. Thanks so much. Take
Much love.
care. Hey, David, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Greg?
Great, great. Good to see you. And I just have to think, I mean, all of us growing up, of course, we love Santa. Then after we became parents, we became Santa. This just had to be like the most fun type of Santa to play. He's not just the rosy cheeks and drinking cider. He's out there kicking butt and taking numbers.
Yeah, it's got to do something with that stress. Got to release it. It's nice.
That's for sure. And I mean, just quite the story where he winds up having to help this family, and he definitely figured out who was naughty and who was nice. Because I don't pull it out every cliche.
Absolutely. But at the heart of it, there is this little girl who is struggling with her family issues and believing in things. And she really wants to believe in Santa Claus. And, amidst all this violence and this insanity and this action, there's like this very sweet, heartwarming story of like a little girl and her relationship to Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus. And it's quite beautiful that those two things could coexist as they do in the movie.
Right, because like you said, like she's got the things going on at home, but then yeah, and that's always the beautiful thing about kids, where it is that belief in Santa Claus. That's what kind of helps people get through, like even the entire year. Like I can't do anything wrong, I got to do everything right, because if not, your guy isn't coming with that magic bag and pulling anything out.
Yeah,
And it does
it's
make you
true.
wonder.
And there's extra incentive this year, I guess, to not be naughty, because we see what happens to people on the naughty list. It's really much more than a lump of coal this year.
That's for sure. And like I said, it is a comedy, but then also definitely a heartwarming story. But then, so many tip of the hats to other, things that we've seen in other Christmas movies and different things. I mean, you even got Ellen Griswold in this film.
It's pretty great. I know, it's pretty great. Beverly D'Angelo is fantastic. I know, such a legend.
Yep. And then, just for yourself, what was it like even just putting on? I was a mall Santa Claus once, believe it or not.
No, really?
Yeah. Well, the funny
that's
part was I was like 25, 130 pounds. They had to pad me up. By the end of the season, I had lost 10 pounds from
Oh no, from sweating it out in that suit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What was
I
it
was
like
looking
for
at your
you?
white like goatee. I was thinking like, oh, that might work now. Yeah, it's a good little Santa beard you got going on. Yeah, that outfit was it was wild, because one of the things we wanted to explore with it is, Santa has this sort of mall quality to him, but underneath he's this guy who's been around for 10,000 years, and we don't really know where he's come from and what his origin story is. And I think as the movie progresses, you see we get into a little bit of like, he wasn't the nicest guy in his past. And so, the costume had some of that as well. It wasn't the felt. There's like a leather quality to the whole thing. And the fur is real fur. And, there's kind of our director was Norwegian. So there's this real kind of Norwegian beast man underneath it, this Norwegian Viking sort of thing to it. And so, yeah, it was sort of a non-traditional Santa outfit in that way. But, when you dress up and you put the whole thing on and get the bag, it's like immediately I grab a couple selfies and send them to the kids and tell them to, be nice this year.
Right. Let them know. You know who Dad really is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You want presents this year, you got to answer to.
For sure. David, thank you so much for your time. And from one Santa to another, have a happy holiday season and thanks again.
Happy holidays to you too.